While yet a boy I sought for ghosts and sped through many a listening chamber, cave and ruin, and starlight wood, with fearful steps pursuing hopes of high talk with the departed dead. It's from stanza 5 of Percy Shelley's Hymn to Intellectual Beauty. It's also from the introduction of Richard T. Wilson's The Halloween Girl. The quotation is appropriate. Both works share themes of inconstant spirits whose absence leaves us feeling desolate, but whose fleeting presence also imparts truths and provides nourishments for the restless dream of our lives. Christy Parker plays Marie, a mother struggling to raise her young son Luke, played by actor Nicholas Zotto, while desperately searching for employment and nurturing a deep, dark, painful secret from her past. Meanwhile, Luke himself has made a mysterious new friend, Charlotte, who may actually be closer to him than he could realise. I have to say up front that I love The Halloween Girl, and I believe that its success is largely down to its cast. Parker maintains this emotionally fraught, neurotic crackle throughout. I mean, the mother from unedited footage of a bear wasn't this tense. And Zotto, who incidentally was in Creed, is incredibly relatable and natural, particularly in his scenes with Charlotte. Charlotte herself is actually played by friend of this show, Catherine Kustra. In fact, it was having seen her in The Halloween Girl that inspired me to contact her to see if she'd be interested in,
Vote Cthulhu!
Catherine delicately balances Charlotte's inherent warmth against her frustration and pathos, which is entirely appropriate for her role. Charlotte has an important message to bestow, but unfortunately she's frustrated by the fact that she needs Marie to acknowledge and reconcile with the tragic past they share. What Wilson has given us here is an earthly and highly relatable ghost story. Its themes of love and loss and grief and regret are familiar to us all. But it's also highly allegorical. In fact, I'm not entirely convinced that most of this film doesn't take place inside of Marie's head. There's a lot of potent symbolism here, including what seems to be a picture of Jennifer Lawrence, apparently. Do I have criticisms? Yes. I feel that the special effects on display do betray this film's resource pool. They get the job done, but personally I feel a subtler approach, leaning more on cinematography and editing, may have been the way to go. But ultimately this is the same sort of flimsy nitpick that I had when I reviewed Abstract Messiah. In fact, my primary criticism of The Halloween Girl is the fact that it's not longer. In terms of pacing, this short is spot on, but there's such a rich vein of narrative waiting to be excavated here that Wilson probably could have got a bit more mileage out of it. Though it seems that he's actually way ahead of me. Teasers have recently appeared on his Twitter page for a mini-series called Under the Flowers, which may or may not have a direct connection to Charlotte and Marie's story. This film plays to many of my particular fascinations. It has a modest budget which it defies thanks to nuanced writing and direction and an eminently talented cast. This is all bundled up in 19 minutes of finely honed and utterly compelling supernatural drama. I really recommend it. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you've enjoyed the Violet Cause Halloween Spook-tacular.